There's always a story in my work, in my imagery that I use. I hope people engage with that narrative because largely, people can buy wallpaper in a hardware shop for 20 quid a roll. So I think people want to have that extra thing to engage with if they're going to invest. I'm from Eastbourne, grew up on the south coast near the South Downs. I hadn't really thought about doing textiles until somebody suggested it when I was on my art foundation. I really quite enjoyed it because it combined the drawing but also the tactile and the colour. When I was a student, to buy materials was really expensive. If I was working on silk, you were talking about sort of 40 quid a metre, and I had no money, but I could draw. I needed something to translate that imagery onto, and so I started printing on paper. As I started to work with it more, I realised it was a really, really good and fun way of developing your imagery that is quite big in a space and can make a real statement with wallpaper. After doing a degree at Loughborough, I went to Royal College. When I finished, I was fortunate enough to get spotted when I was at New Designers, which is a graduate show. It really kicked it off. When I did my degree at Loughborough, we all got to have a go at screen printing. I liked the process of putting things into repeat and then layering them up and printing them down the table. I enjoy getting the right pressure on the squeegee, making sure that the right amount of ink goes through the mesh. It was exciting, and I don't think that excitement's ever gone away. I'm glad that I ended up in interiors as well, because it's allowed me to take my imagery across lots and lots of different materials, from quite a simple traditional screen printed product through to engraved hard surface materials, moving back into fabrics, using different technologies as well as just traditional craft processes. I think London is a good place for artisans, but there's a lot of things that are problematic. The cost is quite inhibitive, really. And there's a lot of people that are moving away because of that. Something needs to happen to protect creatives in terms of them having space available to do their work. It is the key to a successful, cultured society. If we run out of those people doing those things, then it's going to be a very dull place. I remember getting my first bit of press. When the magazine came out, I remember thinking, oh, that's it, I've made it, brilliant. This time next year, we'll be millionaires. And that was the beginning. If anything, that was where I really had to start working hard because I had an opportunity and it had to be made the most of. My name is Daniel Heath. I'm a wallpaper and surface designer.